Hi, I'm Sarah Martin, the author of Stress Point, and I'm so thrilled that you have joined me for this video blog around the chapter of money. And I hope that you've had a chance to read the chapter. And I thought I would take a few moments to express a situation to you that I hope you might find encouragement, and I hope that you might find a reason to look at money differently in your life. About 5 years ago, I went through a time in my life where I worked from home, so I had a very flexible schedule, and I had a good amount of money flowing through. But I found myself in a very lonely place in my life. I don't know why, because I had a ton of friends and family around, but I just had this void where I was quite lonely. So, what I found myself doing on a daily, weekly, bi weekly basis, all the time, I would end up in my favorite shops. Most of the time, it was Target, and I would find myself just shopping around, looking in the lip gloss aisle, this oh so cute t-shirt aisle, the makeup, and the shoes. And what I would do is just spend my money haphazardly without even thinking about it, and just hoping that this would make me feel better some way or somehow by spending the money and acquiring these fun items. And what I noticed when I got home is that after trying on that glossy pink lip gloss and trying on the super cute shoes or the various makeup items that I bought, I noticed that that void of loneliness was never filled. And I was constantly in this dark place in my life where just nothing could make me feel better or make me feel less lonely. And I realize now what was really going on, but I didn't really realize it then, because day after day, week after week, I would find myself back in the aisles of Target or whatever store I decided to go to, hoping to make myself feel better with these purchases. So, looking back, now that my relationship with the Lord is so much stronger, I realized what was going on. I was trying to fill that void, that place in my heart, that with material items, and when it wasn't filled, I would just go back for more. So, looking back, I realized that really the only thing that will satisfy me completely is my relationship with the Lord. And now I know that whenever I'm having a bad day or just not feeling quite up to being myself, when I'm tempted to go to those stores and shop and do some retail therapy, I take a step back, evaluate what's going on in my life, and evaluate what's really in my heart that needs to be filled. And I take a step back and spend some time with the Lord. So I wanted to share with you a scripture that I think was so appropriate for this topic. And I hope that you find encouragement through my stories of my dark days and my false retail therapy, is what I really call it. And so take a listen to this scripture. It's Ephesians 3, and we're going to start with 17, and we're going to go to 19. So that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, that you, being rooted and grounded in love, may have strength to comprehend with all the saints what is the breadth and length and height and depth, and to know the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge. Here's the key that we're getting at: that you may be filled with all fullness of Christ. That's Ephesians 3, 17 through 19. So I encourage you that when you just feel empty and in despair, maybe it's loneliness, maybe it's self-consciousness, everything that we talked about in the Stress Point Money chapter, when you are going through these feelings, I encourage you to take a step back, evaluate what's going on, remember my story and how my retail therapy did me no good, and I just hope that you'll take a look at this verse and be filled with the fullness of God. You see, God has an infinite measuring cup, and when we go to Him, He pours and pours and pours more and more love upon us and fills every need. And that is so key to remember, because nothing else in the world, no amount of lip gloss or cute shoes or whatever your retail therapy item of choice is, no amount will compare to what God can pour into your life. So thanks again. Keep reading the Stress Point chapters and come back and check in with me again on another video blog. I hope you have a great day and bless you.